What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? Boys here, welcome back to another video here on the channel. And after yesterday's game, we learned that FC Barcelona Medical Services have confirmed that Ousmane Dembele has a slight hamstring strain in his left leg. How the injury develops will decide whether he's available for the game against Olympique de Lyon on Wednesday in the last 16 of the Champions League. The forward picked up this injury in the 3-1 win against Rayo Vallecano on Saturday at Camp Nou after coming on at halftime to replace Arthur to play the entirety of the second half. Even though some of you may believe that this is a very minor topic when it comes to creating a whole video around it due to the severity of the injury not being that bad, I do believe that this opens up the discussion for us to analyze how vital is Ousmane Dembele to this side. Because in reality, in my eyes, Ousmane Dembele could be the most crucial player Barcelona has at the moment. And one more thing before starting off this video, be sure to check out our friends at Golazo Jersey. Links are also going to be in the description down below. They are a very good place to get cheap, reliable, quality footballing kits, so go there and get yours. So to start things off, I would like to open up the discussion by taking a look at what would happen with Barcelona if we were to face Lyon without Ousmane Dembele. The first answer that comes to mind to most of us is that we are going to lose a lot of pace. Yes, this is something that can be recreated with someone like Malcolm, but the ability and the acceleration of Ousmane Dembele with the ball is absolutely world class, and he's only one of the players I've seen probably this season that has those qualities. As an example, we can quickly use the game we just had against Rayo Vallecano, where at the halftime with Arthur and Coutinho in the field, we weren't able to break them down, but as soon as Ousmane Dembele came in from the bench, replacing in this case Arthur Melo, his pace, his dribbling completely helped Barcelona reach another gear before it was too late. And in our current squad setup, he's the only one that can bring that. Malcolm can certainly be debated that he has similar traits, but I don't know how much Valverde is going to trust in him. As we've seen in the past, he prefers to utilize more experienced options like Arturo Vidal or Sergio Roberto pushed out wide. And this is just very troubling because if we reach a team like Olympique de Lyon, by not having a player like Ousmane Dembele, we are basically letting them attack us with one less outlet to focus on. Dembele makes the opposition fullback really pinned in their position, and they have to be very wary of him every single minute. By not having him in, Barcelona does not only make themselves more vulnerable, but also make the opposition more dangerous. And now I would like to focus a little bit more on the player itself and not only what he can bring right now, but what he will bring in the future. To do this, I would like to compare Dembele to Neymar, the original player he was meant to replace. And I know this is gonna be a very big thing. People don't like comparisons in football, and I don't really like them either. But especially when we mention in a positive sense, I believe that it's worthwhile looking into it. So today I have brought to you from planetfootball.com. I'm going to link the page in the description down below, and they make a really good comparison talking about Neymar's last season and some of the other seasons, of course, and Dembele. And in the case, I want to start by positioning. Position-wise, Dembele was obviously played through the right last season in that 4-4-2, and now when it comes to a 4-3-3, he has adopted that left-hand side role at his own, very similar to Neymar when he came in right away from Santos. In the case in goals, Ousmane Dembele has 13 in 33 appearances this season, which marginally improves his goal per minute average to 164.6, and in comparison with Neymar, also at 21 in his debut season, he averaged a goal every 189.2 minutes with 15 in total. In terms of assists, while Neymar wasn't scoring as much in his final season at Barcelona, he was providing plenty of assists, often for Messi, who has won his 4th European Golden Shoe as he scored 37 in La Liga goals in 2016-2017. But in fact, with those 15 goals that Neymar scored, he also had 15 assists, becoming the top assister in that same season, providing one more than his teammate Luis Suarez. He also topped the Champions League assister that season with 8 from 9 appearances. Overall, he provided an assist every 152 minutes with 26 in total. Dembele is lying behind in this regard with just 8 assists from 33 appearances in all competitions. Lionel Messi is on track to be the Europeans footballer top scorer again with 25 league goals so far, but Dembele has only managed to assist just one of those. So across all competitions, Dembele averages an assist once every 267.5 minutes, which is a little bit under par, and that is something I'm going to mention later on. And finally, in terms of shots and dribbles, Dembele averages 1.5 shots per game in La Liga this term and 3 per game in the Champions League. Neymar in 2016-2017 averaged fewer shots per game in the Champions League, only 2.2, but considerably more in the league with 3.5%. In terms of dribbles per games, Dembele averages 2.4 per game in La Liga and 2.2 in the Champions League, but Neymar has, of course, 5.6 dribbles in both competitions, which is outstanding. But unsurprisingly, he was also dispossessed a little bit more, with 2.8 times a game in La Liga and 3.6 in Europe, while Dembele averages 1.8 times dispossessed in La Liga and just 0.8 in Europe. So I think that you could say that Dembele is a little bit more careful with the ball, even though he doesn't take as many dribbles. Therefore, he's not dispossessed as much, trying to make most of his chances, while Neymar is all about making as much as he can in the time he has the ball. And even though that could seem very risky, well, you could also look at it as a way that is just a wonderful player, and he has those qualities that he just wants to create and create and create. This can also be associated due to confidence, because I believe that Neymar, all his time at Barcelona, well, he had basically 0 to none competition. Dembele here has come into a team where there's a lot of surplus and minutes has definitely need to be divided. So if Dembele was having a little more game time, I believe we would see a little bit more of that side of Dembele, because when it comes to dribbles, when it comes to one-on-ones, when it comes to becoming associative, you have to be confident on yourself to make those passes, to make those runs. And since that just comes with time, I believe that we're going to see an improvement as well in these stats for next season. So right now, is Ousmane Dembele the most crucial player Barcelona has? I do believe it is. I do believe it's right now our most prized possession. Dembele could become an outstanding player, and I see so many people talking about Mbappe, so many people talking about even Jadon Sancho, but Dembele is slowly climbing itself into that same ladder, which just will be the best talents that world football have to offer in the next decade. Dembele has everything that he needs to excel in this sport at Barcelona, and it's not only up to us and to him to become and reach that level. So yes, if Dembele misses out this game against Lyon, I believe we're going to see a very, very big difference, and Valverde will need to trust on Malcolm, because unfortunately right now Coutinho is just not making this team work. He just doesn't fit in. And Malcolm, well, he might as well replicate a similar role to what Dembele does. So for me, the nod has to go to him. So hopefully Dembele gets a good recovery and come back stronger for this game. I want him to start, because I don't know what is going to be with us if we cannot break Lyon down without him. We're going to have to rely on a counterattack. We're going to have to rely on an opposition mistake, which at the end of the day is not what we are here for, because Barcelona is not about only winning, but also about getting those results in an outstanding fashion. So Dembele, yes, he's the most vital player, and if we're missing him, we're missing a very big chunk of our team. That's going to be everything for right now, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop us a like and leave us a subscribe for more content like this one. I will be uploading the match preview come tomorrow, and certainly we will then know if he will have enough time to play this game. Hopefully he does. Fingers crossed. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment box down below. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.